Ask any Appalachian Trail thru hiker what his favorite part of the AT is, and his top 5 will almost certainly contain the Mount Rogers, Grayson Highlands area. And I couldn't agree more. Just don't visit during a wind advisory. It's not that we didn't take the warning seriously. It's just that, well, you can't choose your weekends, and we wanted to go. The advisory called for 60-mile-an-hour gusts, but the most impressive part is that the winds blew for 12 straight hours, putting a strain on the shelter as its walls moaned and roof popped during the strongest gusts. A good thing we had a shelter. Had we relied on our tents the first night, they would have been shredded. The morning greets us with a coat of rime ice and low-hanging clouds, which would begin dissipating within a few hours. I first passed through here on a section hike of the Appalachian Trail many years ago. And it's become one of those spots that I keep coming back to. The views are stunning. The terrain is varied and interesting. And it's one of the few places where you can find wild ponies. We chose a 22-mile-long loop using the AT and several other trails, of which there are plenty. Enough, in fact, to make several multi-night trips possible here. The terrain varies from bogs to rocky outcrops to summits dominated by spruce and fir. We reach Massey Gap, a popular spot with day hikers, given its views and proximity to the trailhead. But solitude can be found here if you know where to look. We camp at Rhododendron Gap, one of the most beautiful places here. The horses have helped with that, as they browse on the vegetation and help maintain these open balds. A controversial method for sure, but regardless of which side of the fence you're on, it's hard to argue against the views. With the trip almost over, we have a final stop to make. Mount Rogers, the area's namesake peak, is the state's highest point and reaches over 5,700 feet. I rarely pass up an opportunity to walk the spur trail to the top to experience its spruce fir covered summit. A forest more akin to what you would find in southern Canada. A rare environment in the Southern Appalachians, limited to its highest peaks. A trip to the Mount Rogers National Recreation Area is an experience not to be missed in any season. And while the wind may occasionally blow hard enough to uproot trees, test the shelters, you'll really be moved by the landscape. The stunning, rugged, unbridled terrain of southwestern Virginia.